Hello, Clarice. Tip Top Baker. I do ban people from my stream, mate. Just wanted to let you know that. No reason. I'm sure you're a top bloke. I've never seen any evidence of it. Fucking New South Wales supporters. Fucking jokers. Absolute fucking jokers. Fucking win one game. Crown from the fucking rooftops, mate. You're lucky we didn't win 12 series on the hop, you idiot. G'day, Wampa. Let's work on the do tonight. Look at that, beautiful. Not balling at all. No, not you, mate. Tip Top Baker. You didn't do anything, mate. You've got to be over 18 to be banned. Alright. So, hello everyone. I'm just going to throw this video up again. Just as this is a reminder of the current status of Camelot. It's actually a bit more progressed since then. The base is almost complete. I've glued pretty much everything down. Everything is all starting to come together. I've painted the edges black. Just got a few more little elements to complete. Hello Mufasa did not die. Thank you for the raid, my friend. You literally just caught me as I started, so I'm just doing a little bit of gibberish. Yes, so I'll just repeat my video so you can see. Yeah, so this is progressed now. All the edges are black. The trees are all glued together. Just got a little bit of like little tweaks to do in various sections. I need to finish the snow. Just want to do another layer of snow with some dried snow on top. Then I'm going to varnish the whole base. So we're pretty close to that stage. And we use my spray varnish, so I bought some extra cans. And then we will do the gloss effects on the base. So there's going to be pools of water in the mud. There's going to be the lake, the lady the lake's in, and then there'll be some little moisture bits around the forest, because obviously forests generally are quite moist, and the snow as well. So there'll be little bits of glimmering stuff all over the place. I was contemplating putting blood in the grail in front of the tomb. So we'll see. Thank you, Minimef. Appreciate it. So where that leaves us with the stream is we're going to start going model by model and finishing off each section that needs to be finished off. And so for Galahad, I also ordered, I think I said this in the stream last time, I ordered some transfers so that I can cheat and use transfers instead of doing freehand. I know it's a cop-out, but fuck me, there's 12 models, for fuck's sake. It's a disaster. So, we're just going to cheat. I'm good with it. I did indeed, Wampa. I did indeed. On your recommendation. That was actually the initial inspiration to look into transfers for this project. Are you already on the Roll of Honour? Maybe I should add you for that. I feel like you're already on there. decal, decals, decals, so it should arrive, well, I ordered from Green Stuff World, so it could be fucking weeks away. So basically what I'm going to try and do is get everything done, glued down, varnished, moistened, completed, barring the spider webs, which are coming on that same delivery, and the decals. And there'll no doubt be some little work that needs to be done in the decals, but I think we will be putting a final stop to this project on the weekend. We will be saying adios to Camelot this weekend. That is my plan. So that's exciting for me. I don't know if you're all excited about it, but I am. It's been a number of weeks. We've passed the 7.5 week mark now, I think, or we're just at 7.5. So I've had a conversation with a chap, but I don't usually get a lot of offers to buy stuff unless it's finished, generally. Indeed, Wampa. What a great way to spend your evening. Hang on a second. Isn't it fucking 3 a.m. there or something? Yes, that's true. You're an aggressive chap to be out there, out and about doing your grocery shopping in that time. I'm impressed with your dedication. I did go for a run today, so look at me go. So yep, I'm just going to grab, yep, very good, thank you, enjoy. 4 a.m. pizza, is there any better kind? So the plan for the next stream, or this stream, next stream, the next few days for me is literally just, okay, Joel Paul, I am going to work on this. And when I say work on this, I mean I'm going to grab a model from the pile that's sitting up there above me, and we are going to paint it, and then we are going to move on to the next one, and so on and so forth until we reach a point where we can say this project has no more models to be painted, no more diorama elements to complete, and we get to pack up shop. How exciting. I also watched today's episode of Loki already too. Yes, I've seen it, mate. It's the chick. She teaches everyone how to sing it. Foxolotl. G'day, mate. 6:59 p.m. Good time to go to sleep. I did indeed see it, mate. It popped up on my stream, on my YouTube stream. YouTube knows me so well. I've definitely reached fatigue point on this project, which is unfortunate. And when I reflect upon it, I think about my initial plan to work section by section, and I feel like I deviated from that, and at the time it felt like the right decision. But I do think that has potentially impacted the final quality. It isn't at the standard I would like it to be at. Across the board. My favourite scene is probably the crypt scene. It was the trickiest one to conceptualise, the trickiest one to do all the scenery for, and probably on reflection the most expensive one, because I bought a fucking $150 Games Workshop scenery kit just to use in the fucking background. But yeah, I think it's probably my favourite. The least favourite's the mountain scene. I don't have a deadline, mate. No, don't have a deadline. No. Couldn't bring this to Monty. It's too big. And not good enough. Hello Alessandro, my favourite miniature painter from whatever town you're from. Hello Emmanuel, how are you, buddy? Yeah, so the mountain scene's my least favourite. It is the weakest in terms of the painting, I think, and the detailing. But it's also nah. She's from Krakow or something. You're American, I heard. Here you go. You haven't seen it, which I don't think you have for a while. Oh, mate, one day you might convince me. You also might not. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I was just mulling over how I feel about it, and I've reached that point. I was hoping I wouldn't reach this point, but I've reached that point where I just can't. Hey, hey, Tenzeron. Yeah, I just can't. I can't quite muster up any more enthusiasm. It's been 8 weeks of just, very, very solid work. A lot of work, a lot of free time poured into it, and it's just now starting to feel like a chore. It's probably not the right, it's not quite there yet, but hey, Nicky Jags, KO Wednesday. But it's certainly very close, and so I'd like to finish it on a high. So we're gonna knock this remaining painting over in the next few days. Finish the base, do the resin pour, and then we'll wait for the transfers and what have you to rock up, so that we can finish it off. I've got a hankering to do something a little bit more serious, like stretch myself a little bit more. I feel like the painting I've done on this has just been my sort of normal level where I can do it without too much thinking, and that's fine, but see so many awesome works from some of my inspirations, such as Alessandro, who did a very nice bust recently. So yeah, I just want to try and stretch myself a little bit, and it's hard to do that when you're painting 12 models and a base that measures 420 millimeters across. Very hard to do. G'day Tajalik. It probably is cold in Perth, yes. I would imagine be getting down to 25 degrees Celsius, so that's rough, mate. How are you coping? You got the heater out? This thing that I'm holding at the bottom, I buy this block of woods from a store. It's just kids blocks. It's like $12, and it's really awesome. So I get nice plinths out of it that you can use for models, like actually pretty nice plinths. So when I finish that, it'll just be on that plinth. And then yeah, so I just glue bits of them together to make the right sort of shape, and then I just drill holes in them and have the metal pegs that I use in there to be very snug fit. Yep, just the toy blocks. And then I just use blue tack to hold them in there. Because I find it's very important to check the model on the base a lot, you know, pull them off, put them on the base, pull them back into your hands and stuff. So having the ability to do that is really important to me. So I don't like gluing into a base. Haha, rectum. So yeah, I just like having little jiggers. Most of them are just this sort of height. I find it pretty comfortable. So yes, that is what I do. Mate, we're about to reach the home stretch in my Camelot diorama. That is what's going on. Well, if you think this is looking minty fresh, wait until you see this. TJ, unfortunately, this one is an exclusive, Kickstarter exclusive. This will be the only one that doesn't go to sale. That's against Twitch terms of service, mate, but just know this. I would. Big Dano's not afraid of getting that bad boy out. This was the only one they did that was Kickstarter exclusive. Not a single other model in there was a Kickstarter exclusive, so they got to give you a reason to buy it then and there, mate. It's just marketing. Just how it is. Maybe the Grail Pilgrim as well. Now that I think on it. It's been really interesting doing this project, and what I've enjoyed the most and what I've enjoyed the least. It was a surprise to me how much I enjoyed the painting of the models. Sorry, the building and painting of the scenery. And it's made me want to do something that's more focused on the scenery than this one was. Which sounds silly, but well, I think, look, I don't disagree with you, mate. I think it's a marketing trick. But I guess if you look at it in one way, if they don't get enough people buying it, giving them money then and there, maybe they don't get to produce it. So, I don't think that would be the case in this instance, but I think that would be a part of their decision making. When's Anna coming on my stream, mate? That's a bit of a stitch up. that she doesn't fucking come and hang out on my stream. She only hangs out on yours. Stitch up, mate. Yeah, I understand, TJ. It's frustrating. I've missed out on a number of models that I would very much have liked to have known about and never heard about them until too late, but it's a tricky industry to be profitable in, so Kickstarters is an avenue where they can make some money and, you know, potentially set themselves up for the year in terms of how much volume they sell, give them a leg up for their future production and profitability and stuff. So well, this whole Kickstarter cost 400 odd euros, so g'day Casmania, thanks for the follow. Alright, anything that stands out on this model that still needs to be painted? That I'm interested in painting. That was 400 euro for all 12, champion. Well, that is a stitch up. A monumental stitch up. Do not purchase that. That is grade A robbery. Alrighty, we are calling it a day on Galahad. I see very few areas that still need tweaking. I may do final touches after I've done the transfers, the decals, if you will, or decals. I do need to do mud. Effects, which I'll do after the decals. So, hey, Miss Gina. Same goes for that. All right, we're gonna move this guy to the finished pile. I've been painting a while, mate. Don't know how many years at this stage. I started painting properly about 5 years ago, almost 6. Before that I was doing gaming models and what have you. It's exciting, Miss Jonah. We're calling time on this diorama very soon. That's an exciting feeling. I'm entitled to do a little bit of a dance, I feel like. Skits Mix. I watched her once, a little while back. Yeah, she seemed pretty cool. I'm going to ignore the reference to my least favourite word when related to miniature painting. Awesome. Yeah, this guy's hiding, so I'm not going to do too much more to him. I've tried to be less antagonistic when people say that to me, because I understand that there is well-intentioned feedback or comments behind it, but I feel like when you use the word talent, you're devaluing yourself in a way. You're basically saying you have this natural ability that you were given that I don't have, or your ability to do this comes from something that I can't get. You know, like it's not giving you enough credit, which I feel like sometimes is why people unintentionally say the word, because they don't want to have to stare into the fact that the reason that they're not as good as they would like to be is because of lack of hard work. One of my all-time favourite quotes is a quote by a golfer, which is, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." And I used to reference it a lot when I was playing Little Toy Soldier games, but it's just as relevant for Toy Soldier painting, I think. And if I do have a talent, it is the talent of being able to stick to something for a very long time. Although not that long, evidently, given I'm fucking giving up on this bad boy. But anyway, that's my diatribe for the day. Can't promise there won't be another one. I'm a very wise man. And attractive. I don't know why I'm doing anything else on this little dickhead. He just sits in the middle of the forest, hidden away from everyone where no one sees him. I've never been blessed with modesty, champion. One of the very few virtues I was not blessed with. Alright, who's next on the fucking chopping block? Let's do Uther Pendragon. Wow. The level of disinterest is high, I've got to tell you. just to get over this final hurdle. I'm going to use a transfer for that thing. That's all fine. Just wanted to tweak that a little tiny bit. Oh, you got to get into it, man. It's fucking awesome. What time's the flight kick-off, Lopez? Cool. You are a nutcase. What's he paying? Yeah, I want him to win. Note to anyone who's contemplating painting this model down the track. Paint the eyes before you fucking do the helmet. Before you glue this bad boy down. Yep. Yeah. I don't know why I like you so much. Carry on the truck. Told you. We're going to start this on the next stream, I think. If I've got a plinth big enough for it. Only use one of my good ones. This could be the go. This could be the go. That's the go. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to put him right there. Just so I've got something to entice me, something to look forward to. This 12th century crusader that we're going to paint next. Historical. It's always nice to do a bit of cheeky historical every now and then. I like it. It's a good challenge to step away from the powerful saturated colours that I like to use and have to stick in with a pretty tight palette. You have to rely on your painting skills. So I'm usually proper fucked. Oof. Making some progress. Alright, I think this chick's got not much left to do. This little bit here, no, I'm probably okay with that. That's just going to be glossed. The wraps. What does the wrap say? The ones I've picked out are ones that are pretty close to finished that I'm doing. I may add some transfers to her, but I don't think I will. Add some spattering water. Alright, Miss Jonah, I don't know if you saw this, mate, but here you go. Here's my project. I've shown it several times. I'm going to show it again because I can. Because it's my stream. And I'm allowed to. It's even more finished than this, actually. I've sealed the edges. Oof. It is exciting when I think about finishing it. It's just the last hurdles. We've got to get over the last hurdles. I don't think we'll do too much more to her at this stage. Most of this stuff is not visible. Ridiculous. Alright, these two join the finish table. What else we got? Yeah, this guy will be quick. No, you're my hero, Alessandro. Don't call my name. Don't call my name, don't call my name, Alessandro. Yes, I am familiar with it. I nearly bought it. Nice model. Yeah, it would be fun to paint, I think. If you get an opportunity to buy it, and do so. But just be aware that painting the larger scale models can be a bit demoralising at first, because they're not trickier, I don't believe, but you certainly feel like they are when you're first starting out, because the surfaces are just so much bigger. So it's yeah. Hey Smeggers! Yep, calling him done. Not touching him anymore. He's fun. He's fine. Just gonna put the transfer over that. I would like that, mate. I'd like that a lot. We'll do it one day. Or you can come to Australia. Come to my house. We'll do it on my couch. You're welcome anytime. What can I sing for you, Topulus? Redraw, mate. How do you even know who David Bowie is, mate? Redraw, go again. Give me one more. Sometimes I know of a song, but I couldn't sing it. I don't know enough of the lyrics. This is one of those cases. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet you, but he thinks he'll blow your mind. And there's a starman told us not to show. Let the children listen. Let the children listen. Let the children listen. Come on, mate. Surely you can think of another song. Dun, 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 dun. Under pressure, pressure, chasing down on me, chasing down on you. Under pressure, this is an old fashioned. Dun, 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 dun. Under pressure. How about I just do that because I'm done. Now I could do a Queen song. Do it like Queen. Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad. But I knew love before, left my luxury, left alone. It is such an ordinary. Big woman, gonna make a big man out of me. Now get this. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Yeah. Get on your bikes and ride. Okay, Saf mini painting, thank you. Sure that was all because of my singing. I've got 4 contrast paints I'm just tweaking with here. We've got Talisar blue, we've got Aethermatic blue, we've got Achillean green, and we've got Magos purple. And what I'm trying to actually do with this is create tide marks, which is not normally what you want to do with contrast paints, or any paints in general, but this is Excalibur. And so I want it to be like the Lady of the Lake gave it to him. And it's a bit moist looking. Yeah, I'm contemplating even painting it with gloss. I feel like that could be cool. The Lady of the Lake did give him Excalibur in a way. Excalibur was put in the sword. Was Excalibur in the Sword in the Stone? I don't remember actually. feel like the lady of the lake definitely gave him Excalibur. Was it when he broke the sword from the sword in the stone? I think that's what happened. Yep. They are part of the sword, my friend. I do not possess that level of skill in any way, shape or form. Hello, Sleepy Slang, you champion. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. On down the side, lit by light. Thanks. Rectum. Yes, he is an absolute jet. I do like his stuff. Sleepy Slang, allow me to show you. I'm on video repeat at the moment. Boom. Here's how it's going. Thanks, Wampa. I just did. Aha, the dickhead in the forest. He's in there. He is in there. Yeah, we hit him. We tucked him. We tucked him away up the top somewhere. I actually think I took that video before I finished putting him somewhere. Yeah, she is. She is awesome, actually. I wonder if that's actually what I should be doing just to become, like, massively profitable. Just fucking get rid of all this other stupid shit you're doing. Just paint fucking Warlord Titans. I could bang him out in a fucking week. That's the guy. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm fine. The moment I start doing things to make money, probably the moment I'll stop doing this hobby. At least for a while. That's actually off-white from AK 3rd Gen. It's okay. It's not my favourite white, but it's strong enough that it gets the job done, but thin enough that I can work with it. So it's sort of like a nice happy medium for me. Ho, 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 ha, 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 a couple of tra-la-las. That's how Topolis dances the day away in the merry old land of Oz. Peanut. I do not think I've tried the Pro Acryl White, actually. Wampa? I do not believe so. Yeah, I've used Vallejo White, I like that. Chimera White is excellent. AK is just as good as Chimera White, but I feel like it's a little bit more workable. Chimera is probably the best, but blue. Gore the Frank. What's happening, mate? I thought that said gore the fence, and I thought, well, that's a bit aggressive. But gore the Frank. What's happening? We're just chipping away today on the last elements of my diorama. Would you like to see a video of it? It's almost finished. Thanks, mate. Well, here it is. A video of where it's at right now. Right at this very moment. Jim! Fuck yeah. Funny guy. Oh, mate, you don't have to. You don't have to apologise for not watching me on fucking the internet. You don't owe me anything, pal. If anything, I should apologise to you for not being able to get on a stream at a reasonable time for you. TJ, that is a 3D print from a company of terrain makers called Infinite Dimensions Games. And I purchased a bundle of models that I felt would be appropriate for this diorama in terms of their scenery. And I got a friend of mine to print them out, and now we're here. Tempers, thank you for the subscription. Alright, I think we can call it a day on Arthur. We'll do some transfers on him. This fucking idiot. This guy's actually not great. Got a fair bit of work to go on him. Alright, so we've got to do this area here with some light. And then we've got to do this here, and this needs a bit of work, so alright, let's just do this because it's here. Tip top, thank you, champion. Oh, fart McButtface, I appreciate that, thank you. Yes, took a while, but we got there in the end. By a while, I mean it took us a couple of hours. Ah, thanks, mate. Alright, orange. Yellow. So as we near the end of this diorama and the streams of this diorama, I think it's important that we reflect on what we learned. Very early in the year for that call, mate. I mean, personally, I think that Arnau Lazaro's Witch that he just released in the last couple of days is significantly better than my diorama full stop. So, yeah. Yeah, so reflecting on what I've learned a few things, I think. I feel like my non-metallic metal progressed on this project in terms of what I can achieve with non-metallic metal, which is great because it's one of my biggest weaknesses. So I'm really happy about that. I feel like my ability to compose scenes is continuing to improve, which is great. Again, another one of my weaker areas in composition. I think I have ambitions. I'll come back to that question. Hey, pardon me, Buttface. Here you go, champion. Check this out. I was going to play this video like 15 times tonight. I think the set did help a little bit, but I don't want to attribute it too much to my improvement. I feel like what helped me improve my non-metallic metal was just a lot of practice, because I've used other colours just as much as the Chimera set, but I do like the Chimera set, so. Antares red from Scale 75 is my favourite red. The Chimera red. Ah, enjoy. Thanks, mate. Antares red and then the Chimera red are the two best reds. I don't generally like the P3 range that much. I use them a lot in the past, but yeah, not so much these days. It's the consistency that I don't like. They're too dilute. They're nice. They're nice paints, and I use them a lot, but yeah, they're just too dilute. And if you've watched my painting, you probably would have seen that I do a lot of mixing colours on the model. A lot of different techniques that I've found they don't work as well with. No, I am most certainly not. Are we the friends, Wampa? Are we the friends that you're chatting to? I feel like you're about to say no, and that upsets me. Oof, love it when they join the finish pile. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry for showing my hairy chest. Let's just have a look at Mordred. So I wanted to make this green sword more vibrant. So let's do that. What's going on, Tempers? It's making me hungry, actually. I just saw it. Just that's why I laughed. That is an absolute Barry Crocker. That is the textbook definition of a Barry Crocker. Turnstile, close, very close. Oh, Wampa, the first game was actually a game that wasn't played. They didn't end up playing the game. They decided to call it off. They just decided to come back for the second game. So we'll see how they go. But promising signs for Queensland, I think. No, it's about 50 to 9 in New South Wales actually at the moment. Nicker Jaguar. You got your time clock slightly messed up there, pal. Yeah, neither of those times are correct right now. So you're barking up the wrong tree, actually. It's a good weekend for the Queenslanders, eh? The first rule of Origin is you don't talk to me about Origin. You can talk amongst yourselves. As long as it's not in my chat. Fucking. I hate it when Queensland lose. Fucking hell. It is the worst feeling. I don't know, I'm hoping someone can explain to me at some point. Oh, Broadside. What can I sing for you? You're the voice trying to understand it. Make a noise and make it clearer. Whoa. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live with fear. Whoa. I'm confident I said there was to be no Origin talk in my fucking chat. Nicky Jaguar, don't think I won't ban you, mate. Done it before. Let's talk about something that is actually good, as opposed to State of Origin, which is bad. I'm just kidding, Tip Top. I wouldn't ban you for that, mate. I wouldn't ban you for that. I'm only teasing. I do get upset when Queensland lose, but as long as people don't rub it in my face, I don't punch on. Usually. Ah, Commander Mittens. I was on your stream for a few hours today. It was awesome. Querex 2097. You're not talking about that one. You got the touch. Dun, dun, dun. You got the power. Yeah, look at this. That's what I was saying. Get a bigger palette. I don't really know most of the lyrics of that. I just know that bit. No, I couldn't. Oh, that's much greener. I like that. I like that a lot. Get in there. Alright, well look, just Commander Mittens, this is what I'm working on. I'm just going to show you this video. I haven't shown it many times tonight. Quirex, here you go for you as well, champion. This is my project I'm working on. We're almost finished, actually. We'll be finished this weekend, I think. Yeah, it spins. That's not live because I'm painting all the models at the moment separately, but it is sitting just there. And if I turn my camera around, you'd be able to see it, and I could spin it around for you. Oh, thanks, Metheroy. Almost finished. 7.5 weeks of solid work right there. Thank you. Chuhan, hello. Thank you, Codex. But we are reaching the point in the project where I'm losing steam because it's been a lot of work. So I'm just trying to get and finish these last elements so we can move on to this guy, who I'm going to do extreme. Oh, Nicky Jaguar, I do have to work. I do have to work tomorrow, mate. I actually have to drive to Maroochydore tomorrow. They are amazing models, yes. I was extremely enthusiastic. I actually saw the first of the models. I saw Morgana at Scale Model Challenge in 2018. They showed off Morgana and one other one, and I remember thinking, wow, that's a fucking awesome model. I'm excited for that Kickstarter. And then the Kickstarter came out like, when was it? Last year, 2020, mid 2020. 2018, 2019, anyway. I just decided to start putting this guy together. He's a crusader from the 12th century. He's a historical model. I'm excited for him. Chuhan, no, just a project for myself, mate. I mean, it'll be available to purchase if someone wants to spend that much money. But no, I make models for myself, mate. I don't really do anything else. Sinless Pain. Hello, mate. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I've had a couple of people express a tiny bit of interest in purchasing it, so we'll see. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't do it to make money. Because if I did, it would be way more profitable for me to do things other than this sort of stupid stuff. It's paying a fucking Games Workshop army. Done. Give me the cash. I've literally got 3 models left to fucking finish for the fucking diorama. Come on, Deno. Get your head in the game, son. It hit me yesterday. It hit me yesterday where I was like, I have reached a tipping point where I'm ready to start something new. And everything is so close. It is this really cool Crusader. And then after that, we're going to do another historical model, which is this Roman Tribune, which is a fantastic model. And this Crusader is less fantastic, which is why we're going to do it first. I appreciate that, mate. It has been a challenge. It's been a fun challenge. I'm looking forward to a break before I do another project like that. Give you the ticket. Ah, Joel Paul, how far into it are you, mate? He's my favourite author. Yes, actually, once I finish the Roman Tribune, I'm probably going to do these chaps. The Worm Spat from Beast Grave. Excited about them. And then we'll see. Then we'll see. I do a lot of... Oh, and Curse City. I'm going to do Curse City too. The fish people. No. No. Well, maybe. I'm tempted to do Lord Croak. I saw Collective's version of Lord Croak. He did a video the other day that I liked a lot. So I think I want to paint Lord Croak. Yeah. I know you. Do you know him, or you're inspired by him? Is that right? I can't remember if you know him or if you just like follow his stuff. Because was like, oh, do you know if it was him? Did he come over to Scale Model Challenge in 2019? I feel like I met him at Scale Model Challenge, but maybe it was a different dude. I could probably go and look it up because he won some awards, I think. Let me go check. Assist me, Google. I feel like he did. I feel like I met him. Anyway, I'm sure this is very boring. Side note for everyone, but I'm annoyed now. Yeah, he did. He took that chick. Yes. There you go. I knew I met him. Cool. I feel good now. The Mal memory bank's still kicking along. So we want to use this shittily pre-sculpted base to create some easy steppos for him to step into. Let's have a look at this. Do we want to use this really poorly sculpted head? I don't think so. Cool. Well, if they're no good, it wasn't my fault. And if you enjoy them, I will claim full credit. Oh, little belt pouch, buddy. Where does that go? Somewhere here? Here? Yes, I'm sure it goes there. Like that. Very good. Thank you. This is the main reason I decided to purchase this model. An opportunity for some freehand. Some actual legitimate freehand where I can practice it. However, it probably can't be crazy elaborate freehand, because then all of the people in the historical category who are judging my paint job, since I'm entering this in Queensland Model Hobby Expo, will be like, that is not correct. This is a Roman fucking dude from XYZ time frame, and he didn't have that, so you done fucked up there, dunno. Yeah, that's a better head. I like you. No, I'm only teasing. It's such an interesting difference, the world of historical versus fantasy. They have a very particular set of rules and things, the way that they like things, and yeah, there's often times that doesn't work for the way I like to do my painting. So it's always a nice challenge to try and paint a historical model that I can do in my style, that the people that enjoy historical figures can also appreciate. Yeah, cool guy. Alright, where's his sword arm? Shield arm's easy. Did they? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, one of my mates who paints historical talks about Osprey books all the time. That's such an interesting call. How do you stop it? It's the future of the world. Surely they should just embrace the change, but yeah, I mean, business is right. It's very hard to completely rebuild your business from the ground up in a changing marketplace. Crazy. How does this bit go? Is this dude wearing a dress? Are you wearing a dress, buddy? Nice dress, mate. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right call or the wrong call, really. What I do know is that there has got to be a lot of unhappy punters out there in the world of toy soldier games. The old gamers are a very, very reliable and consistent bunch of people who never blow up over little things. You know, they're always measured, thoughtful in their thought processes, so I'm sure they'll respond very positively and constructively. I mean, you just can't. You just can't. Unless you had an encyclopedic knowledge of bits out in the world, that's so hard to prove or disprove. I reckon that we used to do, like, not competitions, but we used to have games where we try and pick bits from models, you know, like try and pick the bit. And yeah, fuck, I was pretty good at it, but I couldn't do it now. It's crazy. back in my Games Workshop days when I worked at Games Workshop, I'm referring to, which is a long time ago now. Worked from 2000 to 2004. I don't like using the word toxic, right, but I don't like the culture in most miniature games. You know what I mean? Just, can't we just be friends and be excited about things that we like together? It doesn't feel like a difficult thing to me. I saw the latest drama in the Games Workshop universe was people weren't happy that Games Workshop provided pre-release copies of the new iOS game to non-iOS players. People are like, those are copies that could have gone to people who like the game. Yes, I understand that perspective, but you could also give it to people who don't play your game to introduce new people to it, can't you? Doesn't that seem like a great way of building your brand? Capitalising on markets that you don't already have as a captive market? Like, I don't know. Silly stuff sometimes. People blown up about it. Fuck's sake, guys, come on now. I think in many cases it just comes down to the fact that the people that generally participate in this hobby are not as socially capable as others. That's a generic statement. I appreciate that not everyone falls into that boat. But generally, you get people that just, they have the majority of their value comes from how well they do at a little toy soldier game. And they don't like change. They don't like it when people take away things that they need for the validation of themselves as human beings. It's a weird fucking hobby in that regard. Like, people get personally offended when stuff gets nerfed or stuff gets changed. Like they've done it to personally offend you. Yes, mate. Ben Johnson's up in Games Workshop Tower looking up fucking statistics and sees your name and goes, you know what? Fuck that guy in particular. I'm gonna fucking show him. I don't know. stage. Buy them because it's a mad hobby and you like your hobby. You know? Fucking hell. I said I wasn't going to go on a rant tonight, so another rant. I already went on a rant. I'm trying not to go on another rant. Damn you. Nah, it's not your fault, mate. It's Games Workshop's fault. They're out to get the player base, mate. I'll leave that shield off. What do you reckon? Or are these strappy bits supposed to go on the shield, are they? I hate it when you got strappy bits. I don't know, friends. I just like painting toy soldiers, and I want other people to enjoy doing that as well. To enjoy it as much as I do. Where did I put my bits box again? Oh, there. And when you see attitudes like that, it's not a situation that encourages inclusivity and people getting to enjoy this hobby. So just stop it. Stop it. Curse City, yeah, I'm not sure actually. We want to play it, so I definitely want to do a couple of small projects before I dive into something a little bit bigger. So we'll do, and I've got Queensland Model Hobby Expo coming up in a few weeks' time, so I want to, not really a few weeks, I guess it's like 9 weeks away. I could do another Camelot in that time. So it's not really that close, I suppose, but I'd like to knock over a few more projects for that. Yeah. Maybe after that we'll start Curse City. Maybe. That could be the go. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Hear my number, so call me maybe. Imagine just deciding to do another Camelot and being like, yeah, I'm going to do that, guys. What an absolute idiot that would be. I want to finish Walrus Guy too. Doing big projects is annoying because I don't get to finish small projects. You know what I'm saying? Alright, we're going to try and knock over the last Camelot models. Stand by. We got, well actually, we probably won't because these are the ones that have the most work left. So Merlin, we'll try and do Merlin, and then we'll have a look at the Green Knight. Morgana's the last one. So let's have a look at Merlin. Alright. Yeah, I did a fair bit to him actually. Just need to do that little thing of gold. Always believe in gold. You're indestructible. Always believe in gold. And we're going to do the magic as well, I suppose. No. I shan't be doing that. We just passed my 5-month streaming anniversary, by the way. That was a couple of days ago. Five months. Feels like it's flown by. Really does. I certainly am enjoying streaming. I look forward to it a lot. I have discussed in the past how I felt about the impacts on my painting, but I feel like I've made a nice balance with this project around still painting models on the stream and still continuing on my project. Don't feel like everyone's missed too much, although I know that some people were a bit disappointed that I didn't paint the Green Knight on stream. Sorry about that, friends. But I will say that that last weekend was pretty interesting because I felt obligated to stream and I didn't really want to. And that is not a feeling that I would like to experience too often. What can I sing for you, Rapid Transit? What Disney song would you like, mate? I'll allow you to select a movie if you'd like. Indeed. I guess obligated is probably not quite the right word, but I don't think I know any Tarzan songs. I think I talked about it the other week. It wasn't that I felt like I needed to be here. It was that I wanted to paint because I enjoy painting and it relaxes me and it helps me deal with the various pressures in my life. But I didn't really want to talk. But I sort of felt like it would be disingenuous of me. Oh, the stream's frozen. I'll sort that out. Disingenuous of me to paint in the time I set aside for painting and streaming and not stream it, It was a interesting sort of situation to be in. And for those who weren't on the stream, my poor little kitty cat got hit by a car and she died, and I had a terrible weekend. Stand by fixing the stream. And it was just a very upsetting day and time. I was awful smeggers, and I've really struggled managing that situation last week. Not something I've dealt with much. Grief, good and bad, I suppose. So trying to reconcile painting and not really wanting to talk about what was happening in my life was the challenge. Because I wanted to paint, but I didn't want to talk. So I can't think of any Tarzan songs at all, champion, so feel free to select another movie or specific song if you'd prefer. It's weird. I feel like I know a Tarzan song, but I can't think of it right now. So I feel dog ate them what? I feel like it was a good thing to do to stream, because I do think like it in some ways, just like realizing that life goes on helps. I'm such a noob when it comes to managing grief. Like I've never had that level of emotion before about the loss of a person or a friend, little friendo. So having that that experience of that life goes on and things keep going was a good thing. I can definitely do Edelweiss from Sound of Music. In fact, I would love to do Edelweiss from Sound of Music. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you look happy to greet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. And then his daughter comes in. Edelweiss, 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 you look happy to greet me. Liesl, I had a crush on Liesl. Going on 17. I'll take care of you. I used to sing that. Thinking about Liesl. It's just your Uncle Rocket singing, buddy. Sorry, mate. Just to talk like shop for a little bit. OSL is like a fun technique to do. I see you, Mittens. Thanks for stopping by, you superstar. You can build it up with an airbrush super easy, and it usually looks like 90% right. Hey, VPC. But every now and then, it doesn't quite catch a bit. This is a perfect example of this line here, right? That line, for me, just sells the illusion of it being OSL so much more than what it did before. And it's just because of the way that the light works. The light's not going to hit that area because it's not coming there, but the way that the airbrush works is it does hit that area. So, because you get sort of kicking back. So just like that little single line right there, just, it makes the OSL work significantly more. So you can do like 75-80% of the stuff you need to do with your airbrush. Like the final steps of selling the OSL, the thing that'll make it work is always just getting in there with a brush and cleaning up the shadows and all that sort of gear. Okay. Hey VPC, do me a favour. Next time you come into the chat, say hey friends, because that's much more inclusive to all of the people that may be here, because not everyone is a boy. And I say that with the utmost respect and kindness. Sometimes we don't even realise we do it. No judgment. It took me a long time at my workplace. I used to say, "G'day guys." All the time. Just used to say, "G'day guys." And then you realise when you have a employee who is not a guy, that's actually not the correct thing to say. I wish I could say that I understood things like this from a young age, but I didn't. It's only recently that I've been able to not be a fuckwit to other people in general. Has the fight started yet, Lopez? Oh, they're at the last undercard now. Oof. I do vaguely remember giving giving you some feedback. Yes, it's a while back now, wasn't it? Yes, I very much also wish I could have learnt a lot of this stuff when I was younger, but good shout out whoever just said the fingers. Who was that? Wampa. Yeah, good shout out. Fingers aren't quite right. Gallen, he's a fuckwit. He's an absolute fuckwit. Alright, I can. Send through the photo, mate. That's what we're here for on this stream. One of the things we're here for. Oh, that was awful. It definitely stands out more, if I remember rightly. It feels a lot more accurate. The lighting feels consistent, which is good. I think you could go a bit brighter on the face, just a tiny bit more, because I feel like it's still just getting lost beside that shoulder pad, and just a smidge more would help it stand out. But yeah, it's if I remember, it's a significant improvement over the last one. I don't remember doing too many orcs. It's tricky, right? Highlighting green and not turning it to yellow is tricky, particularly when you're talking about like a desaturated green like that. So maybe try ice yellow. Yep. Cool. I did remember it. Yeah, ice yellow is a nice desaturated yellow that will allow you to bring the value up whilst not moving too much into yellow. The only problem that you might have with it is that it brings more desaturation into it, significantly more desaturation. And so you may then find that it doesn't look green anymore, it looks pastel. So I would go up to ice yellow, and then I would just maybe glaze a really dilute mid-tone, really dilute over the top, just to add a tiny little bit back of that saturation back in there, and that should fix your value problem. Trust VPCs. he knows what he's on about, as evidenced by his works that are significantly better than mine. I am in the Heavier Metal Facebook group, yes, I am. Unless you're talking to VPC, in which case I'll shut up. A bit sad now. VPC, would you like to take over hosting the stream? I'm just kidding, you can't. Fuck off. My house. Not a lot of work going on here, champion. I'll tell you that for a fact. There's a lot of fucking around trying to finish this thing. I tell you what, it makes such a difference when you get the hair right. The hair makes the model look much more finished. Yeah, concur. Do it. Hello, great man Tony. Hello. How are you, friend? Before we do any talking, mate, here you go, I'm just going to play my video. Here you go, Raiders. Thank you to all you new follower friends. Appreciate it. That is my diorama that I've been working on for the Echoes of Camelot Kickstarter. And I am doing the final touches on the models at the moment, so I will be finished the diorama in the next few days, I think. Gracias. Gracias. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Oh, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Tell me what you want. I wanna, really, really, really wanna sing. If you want future, forget my past. Thank you all. Yes, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's taken me 8 weeks. We'll be at 8 weeks on this coming weekend, so I think it's going to be an 8-week project. And it has been very fun, but I am feeling the fatigue right now. So, but one day I would like to be as good as you are, CHK, because your elves that you painted for Warhammer AOS are just magnificent. See you, TJ. Yeah, Prior, these models are from Big Child Creatives, and they are from a Kickstarter, so. Wampa, magnificently timed as always. What can I sing for you, my friend? It's getting late to give you up. You're dangerous and something else. I really can't go on. Something on. With the taste of your lips, I'm all around. You're toxic, I'm sick and under. Taste all the poison that I like. I'm addicted to you, but you know that you're toxic. Yes, new friends, people can spend points to make me sing songs. Thank you. And subscribers can win my Crimson Court Vampires. These guys. No, please, don't apologise. That was magnificently timed. I appreciate it. I love showing off my singing talents just as much as I love showing off my toy soldier painting talents. Term talent used unironically. What were you working on in your stream, CHK, if you're still around? Thanks for the subscription, by the way. What were you trundling around with? The Dragon King? Dragon King? I did him. Have you posted pictures of it somewhere? Can I have a look at it? I'm probably going to finish up in about probably 15-20 minutes, mate. But I appreciate the raid. And I'm glad to see you back after moving your studio. Thank you, mate. See you, buddy. I'm just going to turn this thingy up so you can see how intense that green is. Fuck you! Ah, fool me 2K5. Thanks for that, champion. Alright, Morgana is the last one that really needs work done. The Lone Ranger. Her skin tone is still a long way off being finished, so we need to do that. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get the colours out. So I'm just going to try and finish off everything but the skin tone. And then we'll be all done by the shouting. See you, Smeggers. Thanks for stopping by, mate. I really enjoyed the next episode of Loki, by the way, friends. If you haven't yet watched it, I enjoyed it a lot. Hey, Jan. Second episode came out about 4 hours ago. And I watched it about 3 hours and 59 minutes ago. What a dickhead he is, eh? What an absolute dickhead that guy is. For singing all the time. Wow, okay, so all I've got to do left on her is tweak the skin tone. I'm not happy with this light on this arm here. I've got to fix that, but I'm not going to do that today. The birds and the magic just needs a little bit more cleaning up. Maybe I'll just do a dot in her eyes. It's a bit better. Yes, I am excited to say that very soon I am going to be finished painting these models. It's not, yeah. In a way, it's disappointing because I'm not putting my best work into these models, and I can feel that. But at the same time, you've just got to, at some point, say enough is enough. So, and I've reached that point. So, it is what it is. Yeah, that's a good take, Alex. Don't know that I agree. But I like the result. I like the end result a lot. I'm pleased with how it all came together. So I'm not going to walk away from this project feeling disappointed. I'm probably just going to walk away from this project trying to reflect on a way to be able to push the level as much as I can on a project of this scale, which is not something I've cracked yet. Probably the only one where I really feel like I've pushed it as much as I could have was at the time the Temple of the Elements and the Wizard of Oz diorama. So, indeed. Alright, let's just watch it one more time. Come on. Come on. All the stuff I'm doing now is like stuff that doesn't. You can barely notice it in the final fucking wash up. Oh, Benny, thanks for joining, mate. Just as I'm about to finish up, you fucking peanut. I've got to decide if I want to add more red glow to the area around Morgana, as in on the environment. Let me just do this. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to try and rejig my video so we can have a look at it. Stand by whilst we do some quick video rejigging. Quality time with the dog, not with the missus. Good to hear you got your priorities in order. That's my telephone. That was my roof. I know you can't see anything at the moment, friends. That's because it's dark. And because I'm zoomed in. All right. Yeah, she does need more dirt around her legs and stuff, but I just said before, I'm not doing the skin yet. I'm going to do the skin later. So, all right, we got enough light. We can see. Excellent. You reckon the red needs more red on the ground? It probably feels like it does, hey. But I didn't want it to be overpowering on the scene like it is for... See you, Nicky Jags. Didn't want it to be overpowering on the scene like it is on the other one. It does feel like it needs a bit more, eh? Yeah, it's reddish. So it's reddish. Alright, I'm just going to bring this back a little bit more so we can get the whole thing in the shot. Let's do this fun stuff of putting all these bad boys in there. Yeah, my feeling on this scene was that I didn't want it to be a lot of environmental light. Like, I didn't want these magical effects because it's supposed to be like more daytime. So the light won't cast that much of a glow outside of reflecting off metal, which is why I did a little bit more on the Green Knight. Maybe I'll just do some red spots, like just some little like splotches and stuff around, so that it looks a little more added these plants up here today. And I did some water gel to put that into the thing. As in the Sword and the Stone. It could go in this rock here. So I just need to, stay there, Lady of the Lake. I just need to integrate this colour palette a little bit more into this blue. So there's a bit of airbrushing work to do here and a bit of airbrushing work to do here. I want to put a little bit more foliage on this tree, and also want to put a little bit more foliage here, and just tighten up this little section. Need to change this colour as well. And then we're going to put this little dude tucked away. Hang on, I'm going to find his little feet pegs. There we go. Look at the little dickhead. I feel like I struck a right balance between too much contrast and the colour palette of the rocks, while still giving him a little bit of stuff. So I don't want him to be viewable. Do we think it's good that he's viewable from there? The little dickhead. Should we just leave the foliage there so you can see him from a couple of different spots, or do we just want one angle of him tucked away like a little joker? So I hope you'll observe the changes in this particular scene when I put this guy in. So I toned down the green glow of on the reflection, so that the light on the ground is less intense than the light on the sword. Still needs work. And I also hope that this has affixed this guy. Oof, feels better. Does feel better. Just the lighting in general. I just did a few little tweaks. Yeah, I might do a few more of these little spots. You can see I did some little spots on the ground there, just in here. Just like sparks. I feel like that works. So I may just do a few little sparks around here. Maybe a couple little spots on the ground. That looks good to me. So yeah, the natural light's the biggest problem with this scene. So feels like it works better, hey? The light now, just the orange glow. Looks right now to me. Could probably just bring it a little bit further down this rock here actually. Might just do that. And yeah, just some little sparks here, maybe up here would be good too. Yeah, a couple little sparks on there would be a treat. I'll do that for sure. He's just not as strong as the other two, right? He's just a much weaker composition. Like the other two just work well together. They've got the really impactful light source. He's just a bit naff. So yeah, what do you think about blood in the Grail? I think that'll work. Yep. Yep. Concur. Concur with that. Good. So this scene, I just need to sort out the snow. It's close. Like I've mostly fixed it. But snow's wet. I don't know if you know this, Ben, but snow's actually wet, mate. So the final layer of snow, I did this for my thingy diorama. This stuff, sprinkle some of this stuff, and then use water effects to get an effective looking snow. So let's have a closer look at these guys. What do you think of this scene? Oh, so you can see I added the eagle up the top. Falcon, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. I fucking know nothing about snow. I might just turn down the there. So I really like that scene because of the little story that it tells. And I like how impactful they are in the environment. The colours I chose really works. But it doesn't have the same impact as the other scenes, I don't think. I like it though. So yeah, so I just need to tweak the snow, bit more snow on the rock, and then add the water effects after I varnish everything. So a lot of icicles, dripping snow, wet snow, that sort of stuff should make for that to be quite interesting. And the final scene. Ah, I'll show you him again. He's on there. Keen-eyed observers will see him. Now I just need to do some more grass and stuff on this guy. On this scene. Oh, and I got the cobwebs too. I got my cobwebs I've got to put in. Mephoroy, I've worked on this for the last 8 weeks. The majority of the painting has been done on stream. Thank you, mate. Yes, so thank you, Danzeron. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I had to harmonise these two joins and these two scenes, and I feel like I've sort of managed to do that okay. They don't feel like a transition that doesn't work. But yeah, so I just want to do the mud effects and sprinkle some more leaves around. So yeah, I want to sprinkle some more leaves on this one. And sprinkle some more leaves on this one. Glossy mud effects on this. Got to paint this bird. Some glossy effects on this. Tweak the rest of these. And Benny, here he is up the top. Little fucker. There he is. I'm happy I put him in, actually. And you can't really, so you don't really get him from any other angle. You sort of get a little bit of him from there, but not as much as, that's the only angle you see him at. And when you spin him around, you can't really see him on this angle at all. And then you get you get a little bit of his back on this angle, but you don't really notice it. There he is. You little dickhead. I haven't posted him on my social media. I posted one picture, I think, of maybe considering him, but I'm not going to post the picture of the fact that I put him there, and it's just for everyone on the stream that knows about it. So that is us. I got another couple of works to do. So I built these spider webs, these cobwebs, out of fishing wire, and I bought spider serum, which is a thing you pop in your airbrush and it sprays out and creates cobwebs. So what I'm going to do is glue these on the walls like this sort of thing, like so. And then when that stuff arrives, I'll spray that. So we'll have some spider webs hanging from the rooftops up there, which will be pretty cool. And yeah, and then the last thing to do, the final thing I'll do is pour the lake, the resin pour on the lake. I may actually do that before the cobwebs, because the cobwebs will be a while away. Svetlogor, it is not for a commission, no, it is just a piece that I decided to paint. But it is for sale. Or it will be for sale when it's finished. Thank you. Thank you, Jodanar. Alright, well, this will be the final Camelot stream that we'll be having. So, appreciate all of your support throughout the process. It's been fantastic. A lot of feedback. Great Indiana Jones quote. A lot of feedback's made its way into this piece. Thanks Little Gem Creations. And it wouldn't be where it is today without that support and feedback from everyone, so I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'll go straight into that Crusader on Sunday morning, and yeah, we'll just get back into the swing of things, I guess. It'll be good to paint something that's small that I can do in a couple of days instead of 8 weeks. But yeah, it's been an experience. I'll say that much. And I've already got plans for the next big diorama. So it's exciting to still be motivated to do a big project after this, and to know how I can do things better and quicker and be excited like that. Well, the next one I'm going to do is going to be Hera Models Kickstarter. So the Hera Models, they do Chaos Warrior Warband. It's only going to be 5 models, and it won't be a big spinning one, but it'll just be a 5 model diorama that's got a Chaos Warrior Warband, so that'll be great. And I'm going to try and push the composition a lot, have a really interesting composition, as well as push the painting, because I feel like that's one I could take to Monty or whatever if I get that one right, because I love the models. And then down the track, we've got 2 other Kickstarters, which is Ultima Thule and the Zodiac models, which I went all in on both of those. So the Ultima Thule Kickstarter, I'm going to do a battle scene where the 2 forces are facing off against each other in a big diorama, in a fused Roman / Hyperborean style thing with like snow and Roman pillars and stuff like that. G'day celery. And then the Zodiac one, I was thinking about that the other night actually. I think what I'm going to do is a similar circular theme, but break it down to 12 segments. So a quarter for the water signs, a quarter for the earth signs, a quarter for the fire signs, and a quarter for the air signs. And then from a top-down view, have it split into pie slices and have the symbols of the zodiacs in the shapes on the ground somehow. And then have that spin around and show the signs of the zodiac with the snake chick in the middle, the 13th one. If you don't know the Kickstarters I'm referring to, everything I've said there will just be absolute gibberish, but you can go on Kickstarter, you can look up Ultima Thule from Chimera Models and Aradia Models, Hera Models, Wastelands, and the other one was Zodiac by Scale 75. Go look up those Kickstarters and you'll see the models. 13 models on the Zodiac one, so that'll be a similar scope to this one. 10 models on Ultima Thule, or 12, might be 12 as well. Yep, so those will be next year because the Kickstarters won't arrive till next year. Hera models will probably be August, September. He reckons he's sending them in September, Diego, so that would be good. Might do that sort of end of this year. I did see the Bug Kickstarter. I liked a few models. I may chip in for a couple, but I'm tapped, mate. Unless I sell this model, my hobby funds are spent for the next 6 months. Alfonso Giraldez did the Capricorn. Yeah, he also did another one too. He did Taurus, I think. I've been trying to nut down a figure, right, because it's going to be finished soon, so I want to be able to answer that question. So the way that I price my work is generally an hourly rate, and so that's a lot of hours, and then I also ensure that I cover the cost of postage and all of the materials. So the materials on this model I've spent $2,400 on. The rotating table, the models, all of the bits and pieces that I purchased for this, the resin, etc. So yeah, 2,400. And then shipping, I think, probably $500, if not more, because I'm going to need to build a specific travel case out of wood so that it can travel securely. And then the hours. So it's been 8 weeks worth of work. So I would normally paint a model in a week, and I normally sell my models for like $400 to $500. So if I average say 400, that's like $3,200. So I'm probably minimum looking at about $8,000. And you always give yourself a little bit of gravy on top of that. So yeah, because most models that I paint is just a paint. So that's like $400 to just paint a model. I've built this entire diorama as well. So yeah, it's probably $8,000 to $10,000 is where I'm thinking at the moment, which is not in the price range of many people, and that's But again, I didn't do it to sell it. I did it for my own enjoyment and my own edification, which I did. Yeah, I think I'll settle on 10. Like, I think it feels about right. It would be an amount that is commensurate with the work, I think. Yeah, but it's a lot of money. So, if someone came to me and was like, "I'll give you fucking $7,000," I probably would knock it back. You know, like I'd probably say, "Sweet, I'll take $7,000 right now." But I might not too. Anyway, I've got to finish it first. Not even gonna think about that until I put the final model, transfer, everything. I'm excited to do the transfers. Actually, I don't know if I told you, Benny, but I bought some decals and some stuff to do decals properly. And I've got like a heraldry set coming, so I'm going to put heraldry all over Galahad and the ones that have tabards and stuff, and then the spider serum and the lake. They're the last bits. I am absolutely shitting myself about the resin. Pool. Because it could go all over the ground. because I can't put it in a box to sit. It's the lady of the lake, mate. She needs a fucking lake. Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a little look in there. So, this little section here is going to be filled with resin, and then there's going to be a waterfall here. I mean, I sealed it pretty well. It is what it is. If it leaks everywhere, it'll leak. Can't do fuck all about that. It shouldn't leak into this diorama. Water's... That's maybe not a bad idea, actually. I'm just trying to think about the viscosity of the resin. Fuck it. It's experiment time. Let's try that. Let's fucking give that a red hot crack right now. Boop, boop. Hang on, how do I get it out if it doesn't leak? Tilt the diorama, just lift the fucker upside down. You know what this has done? This has made me really excited about pouring the resin, because look at this. It's gonna look fucking sick. Imagine that being filled up with water. I've got some fish. I've got some fish in my bits box. Where's my fish? Well, if we're not fucking around, if we're serious about this shit, there's got to be a sword in the stain, hasn't there? Like, it's piss weak of me to not put a sword in the stain in this fucking diorama. Fishy, 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 look at my fishies. But for real though, you gotta have a sword in the fucking stain in a King Arthur diorama, don't you? Okay, that water has definitely leaked through somewhere. I don't know where. I've got a plan. All right, let's do the plan now. Actually, I can't do. No, I can do the plan now. It's not the final layer. Well, this is the question, right? I don't know if the resin would have been absorbed by the water. Sorry, I don't know if the resin would have had the same response as the water just then. Like, the water's much thinner, much less viscous. I think the resin would have eventually seeped out, but let's just do a thin layer of Green Stuff's World's UV resin. You familiar with this stuff, Benny? Smells like shit. This isn't the final resin pour, right? So I'm not worried about bubbles because it's going to be right at the bottom. But I may do some just needs like a couple of minutes of this. G'day, Rabosh. This little bit, and it's usually pretty done. So there is our seal for the base part. Don't know how well it's going to go with the potentially porous rest of the surfaces. I don't know. Yeah, it is a cool product. Green Stuff resin, Green Stuff World. UV resin. You could, it won't work quite as well. It is still like a liquid, so it doesn't work as well. But what I can do is this. Water texture from Vallejo, agua transparente. Get a nice big fucking fuck off chunk of you and fuck you sit in there, you fuck. Just fucking stop grief. Stop giving me grief. Stop making me worry about my fucking seal. Alright, it is what it is, friends. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll just recover it somehow. Somehow. We've got moisture bubbles trapped underneath the resin. Suboptimal. Fortunately, I'm going to do a dark layer of thin resin at the bottom before I go into the thinner layer. I want it to have this slightly same tinge. Anyway, yes, I wasn't intending to do that, but we've just done it. So great, great stuff. Enjoyed it. Yes, thank you all, friends, for your glorious attendance tonight. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday for a fantastic paint job on a Crusader that will start. And now, we shall raid! I might even not do the pour for another couple of days. I'm going to wait till I finish everything off. Thank you all, friends. Let's find... Ooh. Buddy Minis is on. Just go have a look at what they're doing. See whom else we've got we can raid. Mini Den's doing Warhammer Wednesday. Fucking Warhammer. Fuck that shit. Nessa's painting some Hulk. Very cool. Ooh, painting a Balrog. Studio Luna 3D. Buddy Minis is painting a tree man. Okay. Haha. Thanks, Tony. See you, buddy. See you, Danzeron. I think I'm just going to look at Studio Luna. What's going on here? Looks like it's in another language that I'm not familiar with. So we shan't be going there. Spectral Teddy. Sculpting. Oh, someone's painting my Afari's purifiers. I painted them, they're very good. This is Alex attempts tabletop. He's got one viewer. Alex, I would like for you to attempt more than attempt. I would like for you to paint for a wonderful bunch of people. You're all amazing, friends. We're going to raid Alex Attempts Tabletop.
That blue's nice on the shoulder pads.
Because
it's actually brought the cream together a lot.
I like raiding people that is only one person of which.
Maybe
thank you all, friends. You're all champions. Let's raid. Raid!
Bring it all together, because I may just leave it like that. Just that really nice simple blue there. It's actually really nice to pop in. Stands out really nicely. Damn. Big Dano, thank you for that crazy raid. Sad. To Dan, thank you for the follow. Nephorial. Sorry if I can't pronounce names. I'm riddled with dyslexia. Burex2097, thank you for the follow. Janine Vision, thank you for the follow. Seventh Goal, thank you for the follow. This is a crazy raid, and my mod has decided to go for a nap when all this is happening. Wompersaurus, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I'm killing your names, everyone. Purple Spark Alex, thank you for the follow. I struggle speaking my own language, which is English, so yeah. Welcome everyone, how's it going? Thank you for just dropping on by. As you can see, I'm just kind of working on some Lumineth Realm Lords for Warhammer Diachasm, and just kind of doing a really mellow, easy speaking. I'm very lazy. It's in my nature to be lazy. But welcome everyone. How are you all doing today? What were your